First off, great day to be a racer. Really excited for Coach Lodge and our women's soccer team on their championship season. Really enjoyed watching them, especially these last 4 years, what they've built. And my kids go to their camp in the summer and had a blast, so just really happy for them and what they've done for the university. And we obviously wish them well in the NCAA tournament against Vanderbilt. As for tonight, was pleased with the game. Thought our guys, did some good things. We had some nice stretches there where we really locked in defensively and enabled us to get out in transition and get some easy baskets. I thought we were really unselfish, 28 assists on our 42 baskets. Obviously some stretches there where we got to be a lot better, but all in all, got to play everyone a lot of minutes. Thought it was good for us tonight.
Scored 31 points or so in the paint in the first half. Just talk about how much that was emphasis trying to work it inside.
Well, I thought a lot of it came when we had good defensive possessions and were able to play out in transition, get some easy baskets on the break. I thought we had some nice decisions made there. And then we wanted to attack off the dribble. We had some good possessions where we got the ball inside and we were able to convert. But, it was a game. You don't want to run a lot of offense in your exhibition, so it was more of an up and down game. I think you'll see better execution in the half court as we move forward.
We saw Tevin, make the first shot of the game and kind of get the rhythm into 15 points. Just talk about him getting out on the floor for the first time in a Murray State uniform.
Well, I've been really, really pleased with Tevin since probably about mid-July. He's been fantastic. I think he's got a great basketball IQ. He can really shoot the basketball. He's a good passer. I think he's really raised his level of play over the last 4 or 5 months and earned that start tonight, and I thought played well. So it was good to have him out there. I know coming off the red shirt and the broken foot a year ago. Really excited about his upcoming career here at Murray State.
What did you tell your team in that first media timeout after the offense started out 1 for 7 from the field?
Just more to relax and go play. I thought you got to remember half our team's new, so this is their first time playing in front of a crowd at Murray State. I thought, and those were returning guys, but I thought you saw some nerves just there early, which is to be expected. So we just talked about getting back to the fundamentals of what we do at the defensive end and let that fuel some easy baskets in transition and then get some confidence going from there.
We saw the first guys come off the bench where I think Mike and Breann. How close are you set to maybe your rotation, kind of what you're wanting to see out of this team?
Well, I think, Adam, when you look at our schedule, we have, 3 games here in the next 19, 20 days. So that's a good thing for us. It gives us a lot of practice time as we move forward. And there's great competition on the wing and in our front court for those roles. I think with our team this year, as opposed to a year ago, you'll see more, I guess the term would be role evolution, where the guys, what they play tonight is not necessarily going to be the roles as we move forward. So there'll be great competition in practice. And my college coach always told me that the players decide who plays, and I believe it as a coach as well. So based on how practices go leading into Saturday, roles will be more defined. Obviously, I'm not playing the whole team, when the regular season starts. We were able to shuffle a lot of guys in and out tonight. But I believe in having a rotation and good chemistry out there on the floor.
What did you learn the most about your team tonight going into your home opener on Saturday?
It's a great question. I need to probably go back and watch the film. But, I love the character of our team. I think we have a lot of unselfish players. I thought you saw that tonight. Javion comes in, gets 6 assists. Ja had his 9 assists. Shaq 4 assists, only 1 turnover. So I really like that unselfishness. And then I just saw the stretches where our defense was really good, and it enabled us to get the pace of the game the way we want it.
Your players came in here and told us that they think the defense is probably the biggest thing they need to probably work on before that first game on Saturday. Do you believe that's the case?
Well, I think that, and like I said, we didn't really run anything tonight offensively with it being an exhibition game. So we know, Wright State, they're one of the top defensive teams in the country. So we're going to have to execute offensively on Saturday. But no, I thought you saw some of the breakdowns and those stretches. And as I told our guys, I don't care if you're the first team All-American or you're the 13th man. There's a standard at that defensive end of the floor for how we do things. Whether it's transition defense or navigating screens, boxing out and rebounding. And obviously there were some times tonight we fell short in those areas. but it was first game, first time in front of the fans, and now we have a full week here heading into Saturday to get better in all those areas.
I don't want to make any assumptions, but until, if Ja is not on the floor, who do you look to bring the ball up the court, maybe on a somewhat consistent basis until Ja can get back on the court, be it foul trouble or whatever?
Sure. Well, we want Ja to play a lot of minutes, obviously. He's just makes everybody better out there on the floor, and it's such a terrific player. But I thought you saw Shaq give us some really nice minutes tonight at the point. Jalen's been coming back from off-season knee surgery, so I think you'll see him competing for that role. And then DeQuan Smith, who's going to be a really good player for us, is just now getting back into practice from his ankle surgery that he had back in August, and really excited about what he's going to bring to the team. Timeline, don't know. We're not going to rush him with him being a true freshman. I want to get him back to 100% before we put him out there.
Which of the young guys maybe stood out to you tonight, maybe you were impressed with, maybe that you weren't expecting?
Well, I'd say Tevin, first off. I know he's been in the program a year, but that's still, he's still a freshman. So I thought you saw what he brings to our team. I thought Javion did a lot of good things. Darnell, KJ, I thought Mike Day. I mean, I could go through them all. I thought each newcomer provided some strength out there on the floor, did some good things, and then have some film also to look at and make some corrections.
Coach, what was going through your head when Cowart started bringing the ball up the court?
Get out of the way. Big fella. He's such a great passer. You saw he had a couple nice assists down there in the post. Obviously in a closer game, that's probably not our best method of attack and transition at this point, but he is a very skilled player and an outstanding passer.
Brescia's got a pretty good offense. Obviously, they rely a lot on the three. Were you pleased tonight with the three-point defense and limiting their arc attempts?
In stretches there. I thought it was very good. And a couple reasons we like to play a team like Brescia. Number one, like playing with these exhibitions in state schools, I think is good. Also, they run a lot of different screening actions. I don't want to play just freelance teams in these games. I want us to get exposed to some of the different actions that they run offensively. You saw us get hung up on some screens that led to some open threes, and that gives us some film to look at and make those corrections moving forward.
Breann Willis, guy that didn't log like a crazy amount of minutes last year, he was one of the first guys off the bench and played more of the minutes on the team. What did you kind of see from him? What did you like to see?
Well, I love his energy. He's worked extremely hard, even last season when he wasn't playing the minutes that we all would like to play. He's a team guy. He's got a great IQ. He understands what we're trying to get accomplished. He's a good three-point shooter, which is going to be important for us. You see, we did not shoot the ball very well from three tonight, but I think we'll shoot it better moving forward. But, just another guy who's about the team and understands what we're trying to get accomplished out there.
Anthony Smith had foul issues last year, but 21 minutes, didn't commit a single one tonight. How much has he been working on that, just playing defense without fouling over the offseason?
It's a good question. I don't know how much you can work on that. I mean, I think it's just trying to get a feel and understand how the game's called. Know that you can't tackle a guy every time down the floor, which happened at times a year ago. But I've just really been pleased with Anthony. He's had such a great offseason. He's a warrior, competes. He does everything you ask. You know what you're going to get every day. He's been very, very consistent, and I'm excited about his senior year coming up.